everyone, welcome to Persian Cuisine. Today I'm going to show you how to make Tachine or Tahchin, which is a very delicious old Persian recipe, and we normally make this food for birthdays, weddings and celebrations, and it takes a little bit of a time, but it's absolutely worth the time that you're going to spend for it. The main ingredient for this food is basmati rice. I have 5 cups of basmati rice here, which is soaked in salt water. I have 3 large chicken breasts and 1 big onion that's chopped here. I have barberry, 3 eggs, which I'm going to separate the egg yolks from it. I have saffron and I have yogurt. I have 3 large chicken breasts with 1 large onion, and I already added salt, pepper and turmeric to it. I'm going to add water and let it boil for 35 minutes. Then I'm going to separate the meat from the bones, and then I'm going to show you how to do the rest of the recipe. Next step is to soak the barberry in cold water, just to make sure if there is any sand or any stone is gonna settle down, and then you just pass it through a strainer, make sure it's all good and clean. The third step is to separate the egg yolk from the egg white. I have 2 grams of saffron here. Tachine needs a lot of saffron, and 2 grams for 5 cups of water or 5 cups of rice is perfectly good. Then I'm going to add hot water to the saffron and then mix it with the egg yolk and the yogurt. Perfect. I added hot boiling water to the saffron and I let it cool down. Once it's cooled down, then I'm going to add the egg yolks and the yogurt with the saffron. I have a pot here. I added water to it. I let it boil, and then after the water starts boiling, I'm going to add the rice that's soaked in salt water to the boiling water and let it boil for 5 minutes. Then I pass it through the strainer and I start assembling the meat and the rice together. I'm using Kerrygold butter for this food because the fat content is high and it is very yummy, very delicious, and is a very good quality butter. This is our Kerrygold butter. I'm going to melt it for the rice. Water is boiling. I'm going to add the rice to the boiling water and let it boil for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to pass it through a strainer. When you are going to melt the butter, make sure you have it on a very low heat and let it gradually melt, because you do not want to burn the butter. Now we're going to beat the eggs. saffron to it. All of it. Because you don't want to waste it, just put a little bit of yogurt in the saffron. Looks so beautiful. And gradually add the yogurt to the saffron and egg yolks. Our chicken breasts are cooking, and I'm going to take it out and separate the meat from the bones and cut the meat to smaller pieces. In a large glass bowl, I'm going to add the rice, and then on top of it, I'm going to add the yogurt, egg, saffron mixture. And that is going to be layered in a big pot or a pan. It has to be non-stick. Smells amazing, unbelievable. Time for our barberry. I'm going to add a little bit of this melted butter to the pot. Then I'm going to add a very small amount of sugar, which is 1 heaping spoon of sugar. Then I add the barberry and let it just warm up with the sugar and the butter. As I mentioned, I already washed and passed it through the strainer, making sure there is no thorn or sand or anything. Just for a few minutes, because barberry cooks really fast. The next step is to separate the meat from the bones. And for this meal, you just make sure you have the longer strands of chicken. Don't cut them to very small pieces because they have to be noticeable. The chicken has to be in larger pieces like this. This is still hot, but I'm working through it. Here we go. I have the chicken and I'm going to separate it in longer pieces because that goes to the bottom of the rice. I have the chicken breast, and here we go. I'm going to separate it in longer pieces because that is going to be set on the bottom of the pan. And now it is time to assemble all the ingredients that we have prepared. I'm going to add a little bit of butter to the bottom of the I have some rice left over and I'm not going to add it to this because this is already full. At this point I'm going to add the melted butter and then I'm going to put it on the stove and let it cook for 25 minutes. Now I have it on the stove and I'm going to put the lid on. First I let it steam, then after I see the steam is coming on top, I'm going to turn it to medium low and let it cook for 25 to 30 minutes till it's completely cooked. Now is the time to reveal our beautiful food. And because we're going to flip it, I have a round plate. I'm going to put it on top and flip it. Okay, perfect. I flipped it and I'm just going to let it loose itself, and there we go. Our beautiful tagine is ready, and I saved some barberry. I'm going to garnish it with barberry. This is a very, very delicious, beautiful Persian food. It is cooked occasionally, of course, because it's usually served for dinners at birthday parties, weddings, and so on. And here we go. And this is almost like a cake. We are going to cut it. And serve it like this. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful this is. Our beautiful tachine is ready. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I hope you make it. You're going to let me know how it went. And look at the layers. I absolutely adore this. It is very delicious. Please let me know if you have any questions. And I thank you very much for watching my videos, your beautiful comments. And we usually serve this with sabzi khordan, which is herbs like mint, basil, green onion, radish, tarragon, and mosto khiyar, which I have it in another video. I hope you make it, you like it. I love you all. Bon appetit and nooshe jan. Till next video.